Fellow Ambazonians, good evening to you all. This beautiful day of September, which is a Wednesday, September the 21st, 2022. It is rather unusual for me to come to you at this hour of the day, but I had to come to you because we have some breaking news for you, and we could not wait to bring it to you this evening. So, I will be bringing, uh, there's an echo there, I don't know where it's coming from, but I will be bringing Reverend Asong to join me on this panel today to break the news to you. I don't know what it is, but I hear it is some exciting news. So I would like for you to do me a favor and share the link so that I can bring Reverend Asong to break the news that she has for us this evening. So please do me a favor and share the link so we can have more viewers watching this newsworthy event that has just happened. But while I do that, while you share the link and bring in more viewers, I know some people are already asleep, especially in ground zero and even in Europe. Most people are already in bed right now, so I understand that may be the reason why the numbers are not climbing as we would like. But please just do me a favor and share the link as far and wide as you can. But in the meantime, before I bring in Reverend Arson to break the news to us, fellow Ambazonians, I know the past week we were told that La Republic is planning to build an airport or to rebuild the abandoned airport of Tico, the Tico Airport. And we all saw the images of some people going there, like engineers and consultants and all the like, making it seem like it's such a huge event or this huge thing that is about to happen. But what I want us fellow Ambazonians to ask ourselves is this. How many times do we have to be fooled in this way? The same lies, the same manipulations. They come to us and they make us believe that something great is about to happen. And then it ends up that there was no there there. There was just nothing there. So it's not too long ago that the errand boy, John Gute, told us that the Victoria deep sea port will be rebuilt, right? Has it been rebuilt? It hasn't been rebuilt. There's nothing there. We were told that just of recent that something was going to be built in Jan. I don't remember if it was the road or something. They announced it again, and there was this big euphoria again that something great was going to happen in Jan, some developmental project. As we speak, Indian people are still waiting. But we have seen this many times over the Ring Road, Menchum Falls, you name them. They always announce these things, but they never happen because they are meant to deceive us. But the question is to us, fellow Ambazonians, how many more times do they have to deceive us before we get wise? As the saying goes, fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice. The shame should be on me because I should have learned my lessons. I should have learned my lesson to know not to be fooled again the second and the third and the fourth time. If you're being fooled up to the third and fourth and fifth time, then you are really a born fool. But we are not fools. Now, let's look at this Tico airport that La Republic says they want to build. Please share the link so I can bring in Reverend Asong to break the news for us. What I'm saying here is just to keep the numbers climbing so I can bring Reverend Asong to break the news to us. So when you look at the Tico airport that has been promised, let me tell you here, There is no Tico airport that will be built. What the Republic is planning to build in Tico is a military base. Fellow Ambazonians, listen to me and listen to me clearly, especially those of you in Tico and the surrounding areas. They are planning to build a military base, not an airport, okay? If you believe that there's going to be an airport, let me ask you this. There is an airport in Bamenda that was built how many years ago? Is it being used? Have you seen any airplanes flying out of the Bamenda airport? The airstrip is there. It is capable of receiving large planes. Why is that not being used? And you believe that is a Tico airport they will build and put it to use? Let's just stop allowing ourselves to be manipulated every time. What I'm telling you is this. La Republique has realized that we are determined to take back our country. And knowing how strategic Boya is, knowing how strategic Victoria is, knowing how strategic Kumba is, they want to place a military base in Tico, which will be easy for them now to access these major cities and prevent us from taking back our capital. That is what they are planning to do. There is no airport that will be built in Tico. What is going to be built there is a military base, just as you have in Bamenda. They call it an airport, but it is actually a military base. It is a military base, a torture camp and a slaughter chamber right there. What they call an airport. And that is exactly the same thing they want to replicate in Tico. The military, what are the so-called airport that they're planning to build in Tico is not an airport. It is a military base. So if you didn't understand it now. And for those doubting Thomases, you wait and see. This is something we must not allow to happen. We must not allow this so-called airport to be constructed, because this is what is going to happen. If we allow this so-called airport to be built, which will turn out to be a military base, what will happen is when you wake up, when it's done and you have all these bees and all the other criminal branches of their military there, spies and so on, you wake up in Tico, Mutengene, you wake up in the morning, you come out to brush your teeth, you find a bee standing there asking you what you're trying to do. If you don't give him the right question, the right answer, he will shoot you and kill you. It will be a police state, a military state. Let me put it that way. A military state. You will not be able to go from here to there without explaining where you are going and what you are trying to do. That is a military state they are trying to build by putting a military base right at the center of all these major cities in the southern zone. Kumba, Boya, Victoria, easy access for them. They'll just go around and make sure that Ambazonians are kept in check. We must not allow this to happen. The so-called military base must not take place. It will complicate our quest for our independence. They don't intend on flying some planes to be landing there and taking off. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. For the same reason that they have not allowed the Victoria Seaport to go operational, because they don't want to reduce the traffic in Douala. They want all the money and the taxes and the bribes to go there. And that is how we've been kept since we came together with these people. They made sure that everything in our country was destroyed to render us dependent on them. When you leave the country and you are coming back, you must go to La Republique, land in one of their airports, and then start paying the taxi you pay to them, the bus you pay to them, Nothing happens in our territory. Even businesses that are resources that are exploited in our territory, taxes are paid in La Republic of Cameroon. And you think they will come and construct an airport? You think you'll be able to fly from Tico to Europe or to anywhere else in the world, taking an international flight? It's not going to happen. Even those flights that were internal would never allow. There was an airport in Mamfe, there was an airport in Bali, an airport in Bamenda, and all the other smaller airports. They were all destroyed and abandoned, and all of them were converted into military bases. The Bessamaba airport is now a military base. So I want us to understand this. If there's anyone out there who is thinking that La Republic intends to build an airport in Tico, you are fooling yourself. It's not going to happen. They will simply bring more of the bees to terrorize and kill our people. So that is, I wanted just to alert us to this and keep those who have been dreaming that they're going to build an airport there. Nothing like that is going to happen. At this point, I think I can bring in Reverend Asong to share with us the news that she has. Reverend Asong, if you're there, please.
Thank you, Chairman Mas. Chairman Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you 5 on 5, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, greetings to all Ambazonians, greetings, fellow viewers. I brought you guys good news this evening. Like the president announced, I think last week or during his campaign, that we are taking this struggle to the doorsteps of La Republique du Cameroon, and it has started already. And we are just going to focus this war in the territory of La Republique du Cameroon. So what is the breaking news? I'm happy anyway. Those guys did a wonderful job. To gun salute for now. The boys had to go there and make sure that returning fire. We are here to just assure Ambazonians that we are going to return fire for fire in La Republique territory. Our focus now is not in Ambazonia. Our focus now is in La Republique territory itself. And we are so happy, Chairman Mike, that we've already transgressed to the level of using their own people to make sure they inflict the same pains that they have inflicted on our people for all this while. So what am I saying? For those of you who know Edea, where the power camp that supplies, I think, about 264,600 population, the boys went there and set that place on fire. I had to rush and bring it out because there are some people in this revolution that they just sit, and when others work, they use others' achievement or their job to use it to go to Ambazonia people and claim money. But I am not one of those DSS people that want to take Ambazonia's money and don't show any reward. So I came to just make you guys to understand that when we mean that we are taking we are taking the war to the doorsteps of La Republique, we mean business. And this is just a beginning. We just want to show the people of Ambazonia that we are going to relieve the pain on you guys. We are going to take the pains to La Republique to feel a little bit of what they have put people through for 6 years. So we are coming for them big time. And we are your own people to do what we have to do. And I'm so happy that La Republique du Cameroon, some of their citizens have begun to realize that what their people are doing on the people of Southern Cameroon is very wrong. And they are beginning to collaborate with us to make sure that an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth is implemented in La Republique du Cameroon. And the next step we are going to take, we will meet Pobia in a 2D. And we can bet you that we are going to take this fire by fire, hospital by hospital, ministry by ministry, anything that La Republique has done to our people, we are going to give it to them full swing. We will not chew our words. We are going to make sure that everything that they did in Amazonia, the houses that were burned, the people that were burned while they were sleeping, we are going to make sure we burn their people while they are sleeping. They won't know which area we will do that, but we are going to get there. I listen to them say that they are no longer interested in that Swiss talk. We are not interested anyway. If you care, play your games, play your politics with international community. We are now in La Republique territory to make sure the real war is activated. For 6 years, we have been romancing and doing defensive. Now we are on offensive mission. You can see that's just an example. Those that are underestimated or have been underestimating Amazonians, watch for part 2, because we will be back with more stories. And you all will see for yourself that we just don't talk, we act. Like the president said it, we are taking the war to La République du Cameroon. He has just delivered his first step. You all can see for yourself. We had to come out and say it because there are some people in this revolution that wait for others to do action and turn around and claim it so that they can go around and collect money from Amazonia. We've passed that era. We are going to move from county to county in La Republique, not in Amazonia. We're going to allow our people to take a break. The pressure that they have been giving our people for 6 years, we are going to give the same pressure in La Republique du Cameroon. Thank God you guys have 8 provinces. We only have 2. But we are going to inflict pains from one province to the other. By the time you guys think that you can send thousands of bills in Amazonia to suppress our people while Buba is there trying to do whatever he's doing, we will be focusing in Yaoundé. We will focus in Yaoundé, Douala, Bafoussam, and all those your places. Keep sending bills to go into our territory. We are now full swim ready for you people. This is just the beginning. We are not afraid to come out and claim our action anymore. We are sick and tired of the politics of international community, and enough is enough. This time is fire for fire. If you kill one civilian of Amazonia, like the 2 mothers that were killed in the northern zone for just no cause, we are going to make sure that we kill 2 La Republique women. Don't be an scapegoat, because we are going to revenge the death of those 2 women. You kill them for nothing. We are going to kill 2 Francophones for nothing. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. We are not playing. Amazonians, I came to announce this so that all of you that had given up, that are discouraged, that are standing on the sideline, that please come on board. The game is changing. The dynamics is changing. It's now fire for fire, civilian for civilian, hospital for hospital. That's how we are going to operate it. Houses for houses. As you burn, that's how we will burn in La Republique du Cameroon. We don't care which territory we find ourselves in there. As far as we have Francophones who are ready to do the job, we are going to make sure we do the job to the fullest. We are going to make sure we raise a complete territory down. The same you guys did in Gabu, we are going to do that. Watch us. We are not playing anymore. Enough is enough. And I want to thank those who sponsor this project. And I pray that we have more projects, and we are calling on all of you out there that please, we really, really need your financial support so we can get this job done as fast as possible. We are not going to beg La Republique to come to the dialogue table. We are going to inflict pains on them to the fullest, and their citizens will stand up and tell them to come to the dialogue table. We're not beating around the bush anymore. If La Republique cares, don't go for negotiation. But by the time we are done with you people, you will know that the game has changed, the dynamics has changed. The war now is in your territory. Thank you.
Reverend Asson, thank you for the breaking news. I just want to ask you a few things. We know that we understand that just of recent, Larfrick said, or Paul Biya, I should say, said that he wants to play ball. He said he wants to play ball. He doesn't want, he's not interested in any more negotiations or dialogue. And when President Chris Arnold took over and promised that he was going to take the fight across the Mongo, even when he was making the speech, there were some who were saying, oh, he was just talking, there was nothing he was going to do. Is this what the president was talking about when he said he was going to take the fight across the Mongo? Is this exactly what he was talking about?
Yes, Mike, that's exactly what the president was saying. That's just the beginning of his message. We have more projects that he is of, and we know that those projects will be realized in the days ahead. We need Amazonians to please. It costs us a lot to get these people, these Francophones, to do this job. We need some finances to make sure we inflict the real pains in Yaoundé. Please, we are calling on all of you that if you want us to really make La République come to the table, we need your financial support. Enough of those noisemakers in Facebook, those that are specialized on sabotaging people, criticizing people, making cartoons of people. Enough of them. Don't pay them no mind, please. We mean real business, and we need this independent as fast as possible. And the only way we can make this independent come to realization as fast as possible is to close your ears from those distractors, those that are trying to say that, oh, Reverend Hassan wants to mortgage there is Amazonia for whatever. There's nothing like mortgage, because La République has mortgaged everything that we own. Everything. Sonara has been mortgaged for 99 years. So anybody making noise about mortgaging is just trying to distract us. We want to do action. We want to place fire for fire, debt for debt. Please, we need your finances right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Emerson. I know that given this action, and first of all, Paul Biya saying that he's not interested in negotiations. If they were to make a turnaround now and say, oh, now we're interested in negotiation, should we even trust them? Should we even listen? Should we even want to sit down with them at this point? Shouldn't we just concentrate on proving to them what we are capable of doing? Should we be interested in any negotiations at this time with Paul Biya, given the fact that they have proven to be unreliable in their willingness or their ability to keep their word?
Well, Chairman Mike, you know that La République think that Amazonians are stupid because they have been talking to some flip-flop, undecisive Amazonians that always follow the winds. Wherever the wind blew them, they just follow. So they think they can always come up with all sorts of manipulation. For them, I'm very sure that some of them that were talking to these people knew that they were just playing delay tactics. But for us in the Defense Department, we are not even going to be interested in whatever crap La République put up now. As long as we know their intention is to delay and distract this revolution, the war is on their side now, full swing. We are not going to listen to anything until La République pull out all his troops. If they don't pull out all their troops from our territory and ready to come for the negotiation, we are not going to stop. We have embarked on a journey. And we are going to accomplish that journey until they are able to sit up and be honest and treat our people like human beings. That's the only time we can even listen to anything that they are about to talk about. Because anything they are trying to cook up now is just a cook-up story. We are not going to pay any mind. We are not going to pay attention to it. We are not going to be interested in it in the Defense Department. We are going to make sure that this revolution focus the war in La Republique, because they are focused in our territory for 6 years. We are now going to focus on them until the day they are ready to sit up and do the right thing. Thank you.
Yes, and looking at the flames coming up, that brings to mind the fact that La Republic has used fire as a weapon in this war way back when. Because when even at the start of this war, we saw how they used fire to burn down all of our villages, burn down hospitals, burn down schools. They have used fire mercilessly, even to the point of burning down old mothers and children in their sleep. And as you've rightly said, that you're taking the fight now to La Republic, which is, I think some have recommended this for a long time, but it has been much awaited, but it has not happened till now. So, what changed?
Well, Chairman, there's nothing so painful for you to get up in the morning and your loved mother and your junior ones were set ablaze by La République du Cameroon. It pains my heart on a daily basis. And I think until we revenge the death of those families in Gabo, Mama Api in Kwakwa, that was burned alive, and the others, I don't think we can ever have peace. Some of us, we want to make sure that La Republique feel that pain. We want to make sure that they are citizens, because I know Pobia doesn't care. It's the innocent ones that are suffering. Same thing like in Amazonia. Those Tasong and the rest, they don't care about the suffering people. So that's why they're telling La Republique, don't worry, they will give up. Well, we want to give our fighters a break by taking this revolution to La Republique du Cameroon. We are taking the war to La Republique du Cameroon. They introduce fire to us. We are going to take the fire back to their territory. They introduce killing to us. We are going to take the killings back to their territory. They introduce kidnapping to us. We are going to take kidnapping back to their territory. Whatever it is that they brought to our territory, we're taking it back to their territory so that their citizens can feel the same pains that our citizens have been feeling for all these years. Mothers sleeping in the bushes, women having children in the bushes. We are going to make sure the unfortunate community or the scapegoat that we will pick to revenge the true death of those mothers. Well, you just say your hallelujah and say, God, well, my boss brought it onto us. Because all of you Francophones, there is never a day that you people have rise up to criticize what is happening in Southern Cameroon. So when we get to your territory and we do the same indiscriminately, you should not hear anybody try to make noise, because we've waited, we've been patient for 6 years and nobody has said anything. So we are going to do exactly the same thing to your people. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much, Reverend Aston, for bringing us this news. I think Ambazonians have received it. I'm sure they will appreciate that at least the pains that the Ambazonian people have endured for 6 years is now being avenged. It is good that the fire here is not actually on civilians, which we are still a very patient people. It's on their economic interest, which they made sure that they destroyed all of our own power plants in Amazonia. All of them were destroyed, and made sure we were depending on them for electricity, so that we cannot do anything about it. So it's about time that they feel the same pains. So, fellow Ambazonians, that was the breaking news we had for you this evening. I'm sure there will be more developments tomorrow and in the days ahead, as our security boss has indicated. There is more action on the way, and we can't wait to see what that will turn out to be. So I don't know, Reverend Asson, if you had any final word to say before we close this. It's just a brief program, just to bring to the Ambazonian people this breaking news. So your final word, so we can close the program, please.
Thank you, Chairman Mike. I just want to tell Ambazonians that, you know, when we start doing our action, people want to claim it, especially us being in the United States and some of them in Europe. It's still like 8 p.m. here, while some of them are getting ready to get up. So please don't allow anybody to take credit for something that they did not do. You are going to see more of this in the days ahead in different countries. When I mean countries, I mean their provinces. You're going to see more of this because everything is already planned and we are just waiting for implementation. So you will be seeing more of this fire. They started it, we are in for it, and we are in big time. But please, we need your financial support for these projects to be realized, for La Republic to take us serious. We really need your financial support, and we encourage everybody that please send in your contribution so that we can force La Republic, because they can come out and boast that they are not interested in any Swiss talk because they think that we don't have the capability to go into their territory. They think it's only Amber boys that can go into their territory. And so they are trying everything possible to suppress the Amber boys by sending more militaries. Well, I have good news for them because we already have everything set up. We don't need Amber boys to enter La République du Cameroon. We already have La République boys who are ready to do the job. So that's a good thing that we have here, Chairman Mike, because they have realized that what their people are doing to us is not good, and they are not happy about that, and they are ready to work with us to make sure we realize this. So please come out, support. Before we go, Chairman, I would like to announce this before we go, that the President wants us to postpone the APP meeting for Saturday because of the loss of his wife. I just pray, Ambazonians, let's pray for the President. It has not been easy for him, but he is still standing on this revolution. The wife has really been sick for a while now. We just pray that the President, the Lord will give him the strength and the courage. With all this that he has been going through, he has still stayed focused on this revolution. So he wants us to postpone the APP meeting that is supposed to be tomorrow. He wants us to postpone it for Saturday so that at least he can have some cool head and to put one or two things about his wife. We're sorry for the inconveniences, but I hope all of you can understand exactly what the situation is. And so let's keep him in prayers. While we are keeping him in prayers, please, let's make sure we sponsor this project. We are going to work on project by project. So get ready with your finances. Nobody can eat your money. You trust me, Reverend Assel. I don't eat blood money. So when you're giving your money, know that you're giving it to the right source and it will be used for the right purpose. Thank you. God bless you all. We love you. Stay strong, stay focused. Cafe for all that wanna do that work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reverend Assel. It is rather on a sad note, we're ending this learning of the passing of the President's wife. I was going to reiterate the need for the APP meeting tomorrow, but now we're here. It has been postponed to Saturday for the reason already explained, being the passing of the President's wife. There is nothing we can do about that. Things happen. She has been sick for quite some time now. Some people will not even know about it because they see the President coming out and making pouring his shows, and they don't know what load he is carrying, but he's carrying a heavy burden, and it has gotten to a point where he's actually lost his wife. So our prayers are with the President's family, and we pray that God will grant him the fortitude to bear this very huge loss. So our prayers are with him, and wish him the best in the days ahead. So, fellow Ambazonians, as previously announced, the APP meeting will no longer hold tomorrow. It has been rescheduled for Saturday, and we look forward to seeing all Ambazonians at that APP meeting because we need to converge, put our heads together, and forge a way forward for this struggle. We need to end this thing so our people can have some relief. So thank you again for joining this broadcast at such a short notice, and we'll be back with more developments on this breaking story. Thank you. Good night, and take care of yourselves and each other.